Welcome everyone to the 2018 World Championships. Men's doubles, full house here for Bolivia versus Mexico. I'm Laura McCormick and I'm joined by Dr. Timothy Baghurst for this semifinal match.
Well, Laura, let's crank up the crazy as we get ready for this terrific semifinal between the two finalists just a couple months ago in the Pan Am Championships. They've progressed through a very difficult draw, and these four players are electric.
Yeah, we're in for a really tough match, and you know what? The people here in Costa Rica know it. The stands are completely full for this match. We see a lot of teams here like Japan and Ireland and Mexico, obviously supporting their team. All looking on. Bolivia now with the first point. We have Roland Keller serving for Bolivia, and his teammate Conrado Moscoso was a quarterfinalist in singles. He's on the left-hand side. For Mexico, and the left-hand side is Daniel de la Rosa, and on the right is Alvaro Beltran.
Keller hits the ball really, really hard. That's his trademark. He pretty much hits everything as hard as he can. We'll see if he goes to the ceiling a little in this match. Of course, he's up against the right-sided player, defending doubles champion, Alvaro Beltran.
That's right, Alvaro Beltran won in 2016 with his teammate Javier Moreno. So he's here to defend his title with a new teammate this year, Daniel de la Rosa.
Brilliant serve from Roland Keller, flat rolls it. De la Rosa looks to, not sure who, there's a big contingent of Mexican players and staff down to my right. Moscoso played yesterday in singles in the semifinal, losing to another Mexican, Rodrigo Montoya, who will be in the final of singles tomorrow, taking on American Charlie Pratt. Moscoso, such a powerful serve. Beltran skips it. 4 quick points for Bolivia. Well, the Bolivians very, very powerful. The Mexicans also equally powerful. All of these have tremendous pedigree at the World Championships and international events. There's the avoidable hinder. No argument from De La Rosa, a little smile from him knowing he shouldn't have been caught on the sidewall. 5 serving 0.
Strong start for Bolivia here in game 1.
Catching you up with scores, the winner of this will play the United States in the final tomorrow. They defeated Canada earlier this afternoon. I'm not exactly sure the score off the top of my head. I believe it was 15-12, 15-2, I think.
It was in 2 games. I can confirm that.
Skipped that time, Moscoso. Went for a little too much. He has such a snap on his wrist when he hits it. Beltran, this is his trademark serve, the high lob. Keller goes to the ceiling. Good decision. This time it's De La Rosa to skip. He was also in action yesterday. Quarterfinals. Defeated 11-10 by Franco. Beltran only playing doubles here this week.
Wow, so low. Rollout winner from Keller. Roland with the rollout. 5-0 for Bolivia. Oh.
Wow. Well, he
Maybe
didn't
I
roll
jinxed it.
that
That was the other kind of rollout, the one we all don't like, a skip. And then when you skip at first serve, it's it. Side out, half out.
Well, there's pressure in this match. Semifinal World Championships. It's huge. Great serve from Moscoso.
Man, and these guys just hit it so hard, so fast, so low.
It's great. It shows how quickly they hit the ball, how quickly they react. Looks like Bolivia are looking to maybe Moscoso Sr. on advice whether to appeal that. They elect not to. I think that was a wise decision.
It's a good serve from Alvaro Beltran, really forcing Keller to the back of the court. Keller wants to cut that off, but he can't.
Wow, Moscoso.
Nice.
He had a terrific match against Montoya yesterday, 2.5 hours. He came out on the losing side, but it was a terrific match. Still on our Facebook page, I believe. We'll have those up on our YouTube channel after this tournament. Oh my goodness, such technique, so difficult to execute that. He did it so well.
Point number 6 for Bolivia.
Keller to shoot this. Wow, what a get, Moscoso. Beltran. Beautiful, straight down the line. Very, very experienced, the right-sided Mexican.
Half out Bolivia. Conrado Moscoso will serve.
Both of these players or teams have competed together before. Beautiful down the line from De La Rosa, side out. De La Rosa and Beltran won their national championships. This is why they're here facing the longtime partnership of Roland Keller and Moscoso. Beautiful hands from Beltran. Not that time from De La Rosa. Moscoso drills it right at him, second server. Thanks to all of you who shared this feed. What a match this could be. Encourage you to continue sharing it with your friends and family. Terrific entertainment. Moscoso.
Oh. The experience of Alvaro Beltran is something that's really fun to watch. We see him with those nice hands up in the front and a couple of rollouts now. First point for Mexico, 1-6.
De La Rosa off the back wall. Soft hands from the Mexican on the left side. 2 serving 6. What's the call? Replay is the decision. Looks like Bolivia will appeal this decision. They're asking for an avoidable hinder. Both line judges agree, so 2 serving 6, replay. Laura,
Nice.
Moscoso's backhand,
Rollout.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Moscoso's backhand, he just snaps it and he produces so much power. It's truly incredible how quick his hands are, and he rotates his body so fast. It's why he is certainly one of the best players in the world in a quarterfinal yesterday, losing in a tiebreaker to what is now the finalist in Montoya.
7-2 for Bolivia. Roland Keller serving.
Not that time, Moscoso, second server.
Oh, what a get from Alvaro Beltran. Swinging from the floor.
Too good from Roland Kaler, straight down the middle. What a rally.
That was awesome. Point for Bolivia takes them up to 8-2. In the match previous to this, we had the women's doubles team. Bolivia defeating Guatemala on a forfeit due to an injury suffered by singles finalist Gabriela Martinez. So women's team for Bolivia will be in the finals tomorrow. They will be taking on Team Mexico. If we take a look now at our schedule for tomorrow, our finals are just about set with the exception of this men's doubles match. Starting at 10 a.m. Mountain Time, we have Paulo Longoria from Mexico taking on Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala. 11 a.m. Mountain Time, Rodrigo Montoya from Mexico taking on Charlie Pratt from the USA. Women's doubles will feature Bolivia versus Mexico, and men's doubles will feature USA and the winner of this match, which will either be Mexico or Bolivia.
Well, let me just say a quick shout out to my wife, Tara Lee Baghurst, who spent her week here taking photos of a lot of these matches. Also, referee Raj Mohan, who's been working on those photos. We look forward to having those photos to you as soon as we can get them, probably after the tournament, given how many matches we're covering. But it's been great to have some publicity in some of these newspapers around these countries that are competing here at the World Championships, helping to grow racquetball. And we appreciate all the staff here at the indoor club, all of the officials, all of the staff for the IRF who've organized the matches and courts and all those. We know how many hours they put in. Laura, it really is a terrific job considering how much work has to go in to make these World Championships happen over, we should say, 8 days of competition.
Yeah, it's been a fantastic event, and we'd like to thank the Costa Rican Racquetball Association for hosting us here for the World Championships. Jumping back into game one, Bolivia serving. It's the second server, Conrado Moscoso. They lead 8-2.
Great serve, my
Oh my goodness, though, that return from De La Rosa.
Wow.
So low.
Unbelievable. Such hands.
2 serving 8, Alvaro Beltran serving for Mexico.
Moscoso with the snap backhand winner. Says I can hit good shots too.
Yeah, tough matchup for our semifinals today.
It's great. I mean, this
Loving
is what
it.
we expect. It's a semifinal.
Who's going to face USA tomorrow?
Wow. Wow. Moscoso on fire right now. He loves the big occasion. The left-sided Bolivian.
Take a look back here at that replay shot from Moscoso. Just perfect in that pocket. Oh, and a nice serve from Keller gets a point. Beltran couldn't return that one. It's 9-2 Bolivia.
What a get, De La Rosa.
Oh, and
Keller.
a setup into the floor from Keller.
Credit De La Rosa. Staying in the point. Hit one more, Roland Keller. Let's see if you can roll this one out. He doesn't. Buries it into the floor. Half out.
Sprawling dive from De La Rosa. Totally pays off. half out. Conrado Moscoso serving.
De La Rosa. I think, Laura, we're going to see the best of the best right now on the left side between De La Rosa and Moscoso. Beltran, a quality doubles player, many, many titles to his name. But right now, we're getting all the action down the left side. Keller, I've never seen him hit so many ceiling balls. And a little slow to get forward to cover that. 3 serving 9.
Oh, wow. Bang, bang, bang. Point number 4 for Mexico.
Bullets back and forth from these two teams.
Try to slow it down here for you in the replay, see if we can keep up. Those were some speedy shots. 4 serving 9. Beltran sticks with that high lob, pushing Keller to the ceiling.
Great get. Keller slips. Oh my gosh, what hands Moscoso. Replay. Keller unsighted.
Yeah, there's a bit of a wet spot there in the back of the court that Keller slipped on. He's going to get that wiped down.
I want to say thank you to Francesco on our screen. He's been here all day. Many, many hours we've been here working hard to keep this match on schedule. We really, really appreciate all the effort that the staff here have done. We've been here early in the morning, as early as 7 a.m. They're mopping the floors, cleaning, getting ready for a great day of racquetball. Can't thank them enough.
Fantastic host here at San Jose Indoor Club.
De La Rosa, wow.
5-9 Mexico. Beltran still serving. He's the first server for Mexico.
Look at Moscoso. Interesting that Moscoso ran across to cover that, taking it away from Keller. Snap of the wrist, wide angle, smart shot.
He's so aggressive right now in this doubles match. It's paying off. They get the half out. Daniel De La Rosa will serve for Mexico. Skip ball. You could hear that, even though Moscoso was trying to sell it with that little walk to the front for a second.
4 points for Mexico. Keller. Oh my goodness, he'll want that one back. He has to avoid those mistakes. Let's see Bolivia take a timeout soon. 5 points in a row for Mexico.
Look at that. Bolivia calls a timeout at 7-9 while Mexico is about to serve. That is their first timeout of the game. This is the men's semifinals of doubles. We know that the winner will be moving on tomorrow in the finals, playing against USA, who defeated Canada today in 2 games about an hour ago here at San Jose Indoor Club. We also know that the women's doubles semifinal is also set, featuring Mexico and Bolivia. That's
also
the final for tomorrow.
These are competing for a team title. Mexico, the defending champions, I believe, in both men and women. Players earn points for their team. And Laura, especially on the men's side, it's going to be very interesting because we have 2 USA in the final, right? Singles and doubles. Right now we have a male Mexican in the singles final, so it's Mexico versus USA in the men's singles. Will we have Mexico versus USA in the men's doubles? And those matches will determine the team title. Oh my word. Skip, that was so close, Moscoso. It's 8 serving 9.
Yeah, and it's also interesting to note, I'm sure we'll talk more about it tomorrow, but there are a couple opportunities for new world champions in the men's singles. Rocky Carson, who's the former champion, reigning for at least the last 6 years. He's not playing. Charlie Pratt is representing USA, so either Charlie Pratt or Rodrigo Montoya will be the new world champion. And in women's doubles, we saw in 2016 Team USA won in women's doubles. Well, this year it's Mexico and Bolivia, so we'll have a new champion in women's doubles as well.
We should also mention that the pairing of Herrera and Mejia in Mexican women's doubles is different from 2016. So we'll have 2 brand new world champions, either Sabja and Centella or Herrera and Mejia. 9 serving 9. Moscoso hit a great pinch, but De La Rosa read it and hit a pinch of his own. You'll see De La Rosa in this doubles team. He'll tend to push forward and cover the middle, cover the front court. Beltran will stick further behind and try to pick up the pieces in the back. Seven points in a row for Mexico. What a run.
Yeah, talk about hitting some runs in racquetball.
Oh my goodness.
You know, sometimes when those setups are so big and the crowd is so quiet, you can just feel that that's going to be a winner. Looking at the way De La Rosa was ready for that one. 10-9. Mexico takes the lead.
Another skip from Keller. This is what Mexico do. De La Rosa is really the shooter. Beltran, great defense, great hands. Won't shoot unless he gets a real good opportunity. You can see there, he just playing smart defense, forcing the mistakes from the Bolivians. This time it's Moscoso with the skip. 12-9.
Yeah.
3 points away are Mexico, playing on fire right now.
Too many mistakes from Bolivia. It looks like they're calling their second timeout. I think that's wise. They need to do something to settle down. They weren't making that many mistakes in the beginning. But as you mentioned, Tim, Mexico just going on a run. How many points do they have in a row now? I mean, they were down pretty deep. I think it was 2-9 at one point.
They've got 10 points in a row and playing really beautifully right now. No skips. That's the big one for Mexico. When they're shooting, they're hitting it. They're earning points. Bolivia, when they're shooting, they're either leaving it up or making skips. What I'd like to see is a little bit more deeper play from Bolivia, hitting the back left side. De La Rosa likes to move forward and cut balls off. He doesn't like balls going behind him. So what I would like to see is Roland Keller hitting that wide angle into the back, or that cross court across if De La Rosa can't reach it. That back left corner where Moscoso is, I think is where the hole is in this Mexican team. Beltran will cover the right side. De La Rosa will cover the middle and front. I think the back left is where Bolivia need to hit some smart shots. Not go for too much. Don't try to overswing. Just put De La Rosa in the back. Well, Beltran wants a wet ball. I don't think he's going to get it. He went behind his back. One disagrees, one agrees. So side out, Bolivia. Let's see if they can go on a run. 9 serving 12. What a rally. Oh, Keller.
half out Bolivia. Moscoso will serve.
Incredible speed. We see Rocky Carson joining the feed. He's watching, scouting these players probably for tomorrow's final.
That's right.
5-time singles world champion.
Skip from De La Rosa gives Bolivia their 10th point. That's right, Rocky Carson and his partner Sudzi Monchik are representing Team USA this year. They will be in the doubles final tomorrow and will play either Mexico or Bolivia. Leave us comments on who you think will be moving on to face USA.
Oh, wow. Moscoso. Such a difficult shot, executed perfectly.
Take a look back at this execution from Moscoso.
So high and just rolled it. Unbelievable. 11-12. What a great first game, Laura. Great serve, Moscoso. De La Rosa digs it out with two hands. Moscoso runs over to the right side.
Oh,
too smart from De La Rosa.
Yep. Looks like Moscoso went a little off speed, but De La Rosa was right there waiting on it. Side out Mexico. Alvaro Beltran will serve first for Mexico.
Well, in that situation, De La Rosa, smart play because he knew Moscoso was over on the right side. Too many skips from Keller in this first game. I think that's 5 from him. There, that's a great shot from Moscoso. De La Rosa wants to push up and cover the pinch. Moscoso goes to the left side. Second server. Feel this rally is going to be very big, Laura. Side out or point for game point. This is huge.
Second serve.
There's a good shot from De La Rosa again. Snap of the wrist. Game point number 1, Laura. Let's see if Mexico can close it out. Oh, wow. We'll have an appeal to short serve. Unbelievable. De La Rosa. And second serve coming up. Both line judges overrule the official. That's the advantage of having the line judges, making sure this call isn't, well, I mean, it would be game Mexico right now. Instead, we have second serve. Moscoso with a second chance.
Oh, look at that payoff. Another opportunity now for Bolivia to hold off Mexico.
Credit Moscoso. That was a really tough shot in a very tough situation, down game point. Looks like we have a quick cleanup. Moscoso needs to clean his glasses. Not allowed to leave the court. Just a reminder, of course, 4 matches coming up for you tomorrow. The finals across singles and doubles. It's going to be a great day. Of course, Martinez injured in her doubles semifinal this evening. We really hope she's okay.
Yeah, I hope she has enough time to recover and take care of that elbow before tomorrow. The women's singles final is happening first. Paola Longoria will face Gabriela Martinez, 10 a.m. Mountain Time.
Great shot. Great get. De La Rosa. Oh my gosh, the hands on these players. They're so fast.
Look at this rally. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
Incredible.
The crowd love it. Why wouldn't they? What a rally.
Take a look back. Moscoso behind the back. De La Rosa winds up. And Moscoso is there. Still going.
Look at how, credit to him. Look at how quickly he got back up off the court.
It's that youth.
And athleticism.
Absolutely. And I mean, we've said it many times. This is what these guys are training for all year long. The World Championships is also only every 2 years. So that just adds some weight to an event like this. Outstanding rally brings us to 12-14 in game 1.
Keller looking for the crack. No, goes to the right. De La Rosa wanted a hinder, but then changed his mind. High quality racquetball right here. Well, Mexico don't like it. You can see why. And look at
identical reactions from Beltran and De La Rosa.
It's not like Moscoso was in a position where, I mean, it was a safety holdup. I could see our official Torres from Colombia. He's actually a coach here in Costa Rica, but I could see him, letting that one go. And it's referees have to make instant split-second decisions.
Right.
Look, no harm, no foul. Let's replay that point.
That's what we're doing. This is the replay.
That time, Roland Keller with a fist pump. Look at how he backpedaled to hit that on his forehand, pushing the Mexicans out of the way.
13-14. Bolivia able to hold off Mexico at game point just a few moments ago when they were down at 11. Mexico calling their second timeout. Neither team has any timeouts left so far in this game.
It's great drama, Laura. First server, they staved off a game point, did Bolivia. They need 2 to take this first game. What a match so far.
Taking a look at the schedule for tomorrow, which we could jump into really quickly. For those of you watching, make sure you share this with your friends for tomorrow. We will have Paola Longoria from Mexico versus Gabriela Martinez from Guatemala. At 11 a.m., we will have the men's singles, Rodrigo Montoya from Mexico taking on Charlie Pratt from the USA, and an opportunity to have a new world champion in the men's division. For women's doubles, there will also be a new champion as USA won in 2016. At 12 p.m. Mountain Time, it'll be Bolivia versus Mexico. And in men's doubles, Team USA will face either Mexico or Bolivia. And we're sitting on the edge of our seats right now as we wait to see which team will take it away. Right now, it's Bolivia serving 13-14, game 1.
$14-14.
14-14. Now remember, Roland Keller is the first server for Bolivia.
Keller skipped.
He did. His second one this game. Skips the serve. Ouch, that hurts at game point. But Conrado Moscoso now with another opportunity for Bolivia. Second game point.
Well, you can see De La Rosa kind of indicating, look, we got 10 seconds after the score is called to serve. He's absolutely right. He also needs to remember that when he's serving.
Oh, you can hear a pin drop in this place.
There is no room. We're surrounded.
Second serve for Moscoso.
Beltran.
Oh!
Oh, well, we'll have an appeal for sure. Avoidable hinder called. Let's wait for the call. Oh, my goodness.
One judge agrees, one disagrees. So the referee's call stands. Side out, Mexico.
I don't know if you could hear the groans down the left side. You can make up your decision. That one could go either way, and that's why we have a split decision from the line judges.
14-14, game point number 2 for Mexico. Alvaro Beltran, first server for Mexico.
De La Rosa will shoot this. Oh no! Keller smashes his racket trying to get that ball back. Mexico showing some mental toughness, staving off 2 game points of their own. They claim the first, 15-14.
Incredible way to end game 1. We'll be back with more of this nail-biting semifinals. I'm going to go regroup too. We'll be back in just a few moments with more live from Costa Rica.
The gearbox leather sticks to my hand like it is my skin.
The best feeling in the world. You pull that thing out of the package and you can kind of just feel it still molded into the way they packaged it.
It's honestly is one of the best feelings ever. You put the new glove and you're like, I got this. It's so light and so like comfortable that I feel like I'm playing with my bare hand.
The grip is a lot better, so I love having new gloves.
We're back in the semifinals where we have Mexico serving first. They won game 1 15-14 with Keller breaking his racket in that last shot from Bolivia.
Side out Bolivia, that's what they needed. They have to regroup. They had 2 game points. Keller skipped one of them into the floor on his serve, and he's done that twice in this match. I've actually seen him do it this week as well. He really goes low on his serve, and you can't give away points like that against a team like Mexico. Moscoso, incredible get. That's the shot that I'd like to see Keller hit a little more. He loves to hit the pinch, but De La Rosa covers that very well. Hit that left back corner. Force De La Rosa to play deeper.
Yeah, that's a first point now for Bolivia.
Great entertainment for you here at the International Racquetball Federation. Thank you all for joining us for this last match of the day. Winner goes to the final to play USA. 4 matches for you tomorrow. Of course, we're wishing the very best for Gabby Martinez, who hurt her elbow, her left elbow, it should be said, in her semifinal for doubles and had to withdraw. So we hope she's able to recover and come back tomorrow, where she's scheduled to face Paola Longoria from Mexico, the defending champion.
That's right, and these men's doubles teams, Mexico and Bolivia, are fighting for their spot in the final tomorrow. USA defeated Canada in 2 games today, which means Rocky Carson and Sudsy Monchik from Team USA will be in the final tomorrow.
Skip ball Beltran. De La Rosa went behind his back. Ball came to the middle.
Yeah, good coverage from teammates, but just not enough. 2-0 Bolivia.
This is loose. De La Rosa.
Fires
shot.
away.
Skip called.
Oh. Point Bolivia. No argument from the team and coaches down there.
I love it. One agrees, one disagrees. Their coaches were saying, no, don't appeal at Skip. To Beltran's like, whatever, I'm appealing. Well, that's an appeal used. They only have 3.
Oh, split them right down the middle. Half out for Bolivia. Moscoso will serve. It's about that time in the match where these guys are super hot and those courts are staying pretty saturated. Again, we'd like to thank Francesco from San Jose Indoor Club. He's been such a trooper all day today. He's here hours before we are, and he is just on point with keeping these courts nice and dry and keeping our players safe.
And while we wait, just a reminder, World Seniors coming up in about, 10 days' time. Still time to register. It's held in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Any country, 35 and above age divisions. Wow, look at De La Rosa fly across that court.
Oh, and a skip from Moscoso. Side out Mexico.
He wants that one back. Frustrated with himself. He worked so hard in that point. Junior World Championships will be held in San Luis Potosí, Mexico, November 3rd through the 10th. That's confirmed. We had our executive board meeting earlier this week to make a lot of decisions. They meet on a regular basis, as do the Pan American Racquetball Confederation, PARC. They meet every year as well to help make decisions about where tournaments are held and rule changes and all these things that help to improve what we see here before you.
0-3 Alvaro Beltran serves for Mexico.
Hold it, Moscoso.
Nice.
Makes it look easy, but that requires a lot of practice.
Second server now for Mexico, De La Rosa. Nice get.
Oh,
Soft
De La
hands
Rosa.
from De La Rosa. First point for Mexico.
Goes to show you can win points with control and not always have to hit it as hard as you can. De La Rosa can do both. There you saw him just guided into the front wall.
Now, Tim, you mentioned that the Junior World Championships are coming up. A lot of these players on the courts have been playing as juniors. A lot of them also coach, like Roland Keller is one of the coaches of Bolivia. Charlie Pratt, who's a finalist tomorrow for USA, is also a coach for the juniors. That's one of my favorite events because not only do you have all these teams from all over the world, so you get to see incredible levels of all different ages, but you see a lot of families traveling too.
Replay, good decision. These players, a lot of respect for each other. really competing hard. So much talent on this court. Broken ball, that'll be a replay. Yes, in reference to the juniors. The other thing I love is how much the countries cross divides, and all the juniors spend time integrating with each other, learning new languages, new customs, new food, all that stuff. It's so much fun to see. And then we also see them grow up, Laura, over the years. And my first involvement was 4 years ago, and now I'm seeing some of those juniors competing here at the Worlds. And that's really neat to see how much they've improved.
Well, and I think that speaks on, the sportsmanship that we do see out here at the adult levels. Now those players have moved up through the junior ranks. They've known each other for so long and respected each other for so long and formed these nice bonds that they could be friends off the court and fierce competitors on the court while still respecting each other.
And I also should credit the IRF for introducing referees, full-time referees at these events. They spend a long time refereeing throughout the day, giving their time for the sport. But what it does is it has really improved the deportment, the behavior of players. The referees have improved tournament after tournament, not making necessarily whether that was a skip or a rollout, but controlling the match, interacting with the players, making the sport more professional. What we've seen is that's continued from the juniors. The juniors are now familiar with this process so that when they come into the seniors, they're used to it. Good shot, De La Rosa, straight down the left side.
Point number 2 for Mexico. It's 2-3 in game 2. Remember, Mexico winning game 1 15-14 after several game point opportunities for both sides. Oh, that's a nice serve from Daniel De La Rosa. Ties it up 3-3.
Beltran. Great wide angle, but good retrieval from Moscoso. Keller behind the back.
Great reaction.
Oh my goodness. Alvaro Beltran showing his experience. Flat rolling it in the left corner. The crowd here love it.
That's right, Alvaro Beltran is a part of the winning team from the 2016 World Championships, trying to get Mexico back in the finals at a chance to defend their title this year.
And again, Beltran. Mexico 5 points in a row. This is what happened in game 2. Bolivia took a healthy lead, and then Mexico came back and extended that. Bolivia caught it at 14-14, but had 2 opportunities for game point. Couldn't do it. Mexico claimed it 15-14.
Tomorrow we'll start the streaming of our finals at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. You can find that schedule posted on internationalracquetball.com, but we do have Paolo Longoria and Gabby Martinez starting us off with the women's singles. Daniel De La Rosa serving for Mexico. It's 5-3.
Moscoso says, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. Keller likely to stick with this jam serve. He's trying to get it into the middle. De La Rosa typically cuts it off. There's the example. Snap of the wrist on his forehand. Moscoso slips and falls. No room in the house for this one. A reminder, the United States await the semifinal winner of this match. They beat Canada earlier today. While we have a moment, if you're enjoying this feed, it's something the IRF started a few years ago, along with many other things, including anti-doping, which is a huge effort on behalf of the International Racquetball Federation. It's a big challenge to stay compliant with WADA, and doing so helps the IRF stay IOC compliant. What that means is that racquetball is recognized by the International Olympic Committee. I'll pick this up in a second. Perfect winner from Roland Keller. What that means, Laura, is that racquetball could be part of the Olympics. They're eligible.
That's right. We have a big push right now to get into the 2028 Olympics.
Moscoso will shoot this.
Oh!
Earns the point, 5-5.
Winner, winner, all tied up. 5-5.
Beltran, look at him over in the left corner. Oh, nice from Keller. De La Rosa did the right thing. Had to cover down the line. Keller hits the forehand pinch, one of his favorite shots. So back to the Olympics, something that is decided around 2023, whether racquetball will be included. Of course, they visit a variety of sports. The Olympics in 2028 will be held in Los Angeles. They can choose racquetball as a sport to be included. We are, of course, hoping that they will. But to do that, Beltran here should get a technical for hitting the ball without his eyewear. Not seen by our referee.
Our referee
Torres.
is having Bolivia change their shirts, which
So
the referee reserves the right to. Go ahead, Tim.
Sorry, back to the Olympics. They look for a lot of things, the cost to run the tournament, to have the courts, to just host the sport. Of course, some sports are extremely expensive. Think of something like equestrian, where you have to ship horses and build a stadium, essentially, for that sport. Racquetball, a little less expensive, and that gives them an advantage, or gives us an advantage. But they also look at things like professionalism, in terms of how the referees control matches, how the players control themselves on the court. And so they will be looking at racquetball and looking at some of these tournaments that the IRF put on to determine the quality of this sport and whether it can or should be part of the Olympics.
And Tim, is racquetball included in the World Games coming up? We can talk about that in a minute.
It is. Let's finish this rally. Bolivia changing their shirts. Good decision from our official, Torres. Almost casual De La Rosa to the ceiling. Just skims off the back wall. Took a very unusual bounce. Could have been wet, who knows. But doesn't matter, side out Mexico. 5-6. Beautiful from Keller. Forehand pinch winner. 5-6, 5-6. A reminder, Mexico won the first, 15-14. So back to the World Games. The racquetball will be in the World Games in 2021. That will be held in Birmingham, Alabama in the United States. That will be a big tournament for racquetball. Singles only, I'm told. And I believe just the top 16 of men and women. Our president, Osvaldo Maggi, will be traveling there in just a couple weeks to visit Birmingham and have meetings to set up that tournament. Obviously, a lot of these events start well in advance of the actual date.
Right, a lot of planning goes into events like this.
Another skip from Keller. Straight down the line, De La Rosa, look, he's very animated. Second server, 7-6. Skip serve,
Bolivia.
Skip. Replay. De La Rosa doesn't like it. Moscoso, could he have got it? Mexico could appeal. They elect not to. And I think, Laura, sometimes you just have to say these guys are athletes. It's hard to judge something like that, whether somebody as quick as Moscoso can get it. Replay again. 8-6.
Yeah, it's such a tough job to be the referee out there, and especially when you consider there's 4 bodies on the court, and these guys hit so hard and so fast. I don't envy the ref.
Really impressed with Beltran in this match. He's made very, very few unforced errors. Playing smart racquetball, good decision making. Gets out of the box very quickly. Gets prepared. Another point for Mexico. Timeout Bolivia. Let's go back to the World Games, the Olympic Games. It's something that the IRF are really trying to promote and develop. I know there's a fundraising committee associated with the International Racquetball Federation. The IRF is a nonprofit in the United States, which means that Americans can donate money to the IRF as a tax deduction.
All Americans or just those in the USA? Ba-bam! Just kidding. You said to keep it loose.
We do enjoy providing you this coverage. We hope you appreciate it and share it around the world. They're long days, Laura, but we really get to watch some great racquetball.
We do. And, you know, we do appreciate all of our fans watching on. We hope that you go to internationalracquetball.com. Help us with the efforts to get racquetball in the Olympics. Get us out to the World Games. Keep spreading the sport that you all know and love. And we also love when you invite new friends to watch as well. So go to internationalracquetball.com, click on donate, and help support racquetball pursuing the Olympic dream.
A rare mistake from De La Rosa. Good timeout, Bolivia, 6-9. Let's go, says some of the Bolivians down to my left. Carlos Keller, the most vocal. He's the brother of Roland Keller. Played singles this week. Oh, what was that? Oh, my word.
It was like Beltran went sliding past that.
What on earth? I love the fact that he's laughing. He wants a replay.
Actually, that's one of my favorite things about Alvaro Beltran, especially when he was with his partner, Javier Moreno. Those two were the two biggest goofballs, and they kept it really light out there. Beltran has a great attitude. He saw that on the replay. He just went sliding past.
That was hilarious, and it takes some levity, some laughter in this game, and it's good to see Beltran able to laugh at himself. Still, it's a point for Bolivia.
Little chuckle from Beltran.
Also great to see his opponent Moscoso go help him up. Again, these are such fierce competitors, but they have a lot of respect for the skills of each other.
7 serving 9. Roland Keller is the first server for Bolivia.
Wow, De La Rosa waiting for that, ripped it away, reverse pinch winner on his forehand.
Point Bolivia.
That's where I think Keller needs to aim. Cross court, wide angle. Again, getting it to this back left corner. De La Rosa up there to cover the pinch.
Wow. That pinch just dies there in the corner. Oh, our referee called a skip. Both line judges disagree with the ref, so that call is overturned, and Mexico steps into the service box.
Again, good example of the value of line judges. We saw them overturn a game point against Mexico in that first game. Keller, that's loose.
Good D from Moscoso. So
Oh,
fast for De La Rosa.
no way, Moscoso. Terrific. That crowd love it. Such fast hands.
So intense. Take a look back at this as we slow it down a little bit for you. Look at these guys. Oh my gosh. Moscoso with the winner. Half out. Daniel De La Rosa will serve.
This is just racquetball at its very finest. These players competing so hard. Such fast hands, great movement, sacrificing their bodies, trying to get to the final of a World Championships. Mexico won the first 15-14. You can't get any closer than that. They lead 9-8, second server. Too good from De La Rosa. Point for Mexico.
10-8. Game 2. Oh, that ball going right into Moscoso's teammate Keller. Point Mexico.
4 points away from this match, Mexico. Just Bolivia just making 1 or 2 errors that the Mexicans are not. Skipping early, De La Rosa and Beltran in game 1. Not anymore. Again, I mentioned Beltran playing very clean, not doing too much, allowing De La Rosa to control the match But he says, I'm not going to let balls go down on my side. Not going to hit skips. Oh, he got it. No way. Oh, what? Beltran. That was one of the greatest rallies you'll ever see.
We do have an update here on Gabriela Martinez, who was injured in the women's doubles match against Bolivia. We just heard word from her coach, Tom Travers, that nothing is broken. She is okay, so we do hope to see her make a strong return for the final tomorrow.
That's great news. That's really great to hear, and look forward to seeing her try to overturn what happened 2 years ago when Longoria defeated her in 2 straight games.
Mexico is changing their shirts. These guys are leaving everything they have out there on the courts. This is game 2. Mexico leads 12-8. They're also up. They won game 1, 15-14 in a tough couple of game point opportunities on both sides to pull out that victory. Mexico is looking to go to the finals and defend their title. In 2016, Alvaro Beltran won with his teammate Javier Moreno. You can catch that match on the International Racquetball YouTube channel. Daniel De La Rosa serving for Mexico. He is the second server. Bolivia looking to side out.
I'd like to see Bolivia take a timeout here.
Tim, you know how to call it. Timeout on the court from Bolivia. They're down 8-13. De La Rosa still serving for Mexico as they take this timeout.
It's been a good run by the Mexicans. They're 2 points away from this final. The winner faces the United States of America. Rocky Carson, Sudzi Munchik. Interesting to see Carson playing doubles here. 5-time singles world champion going back to 2008 when he first won it. Incredible legacy at the International Racquetball Federation. But someone else is going to be the world champion. Will it be Rodrigo Montoya from Mexico or Charlie Pratt from the United States? So many talented athletes here. They fought their way through the draw. Long matches yesterday. Here they are in a final.
Coming back into this game, Bolivia calling that timeout. Mexico leads 13-8. De La Rosa still serving. He's the second server for Mexico.
They need this side out. De La Rosa's won several points. Watch how quickly Beltran gets out of the box.
And he gets into a nice ready position.
Absolutely. Of course he doesn't that time.
Not when we say it.
Keller, just a half step slow. Suddenly it's match point number 1. Match point. Side out is a must for Bolivia. Moscoso doesn't want it to end that way. What a great match between these two terrific teams. De La Rosa and Beltran advance to the final. They'll face the United States in what will be a terrific match between quality players. But credit to Bolivia. They fought hard in this match. Ultimately, though, Mexico close out 15-14, 15-8.